And we are recording. Hey folks, Chris with Life and Real Estate here. Let's talk about a little thing that comes up now and then with all of us, and it's learning to let go of your grudges and things like that. So it's a big thing in everybody's life. We all, to some degree, have held a grudge against someone or something for some reason, right? And eventually over time we kind of forget, well, why were we holding this grudge in the first place? And other times we remember it clear as it was yesterday. Well, the thing is, when you sit and let a grudge, stay in you, it just feeds negativity and negative energy. And that's just not good for your health and your mental stability, because you start to become accustomed to it, right? And it starts affecting you in every way that you can imagine. A big one would be like, holding on to a personal hatred or a personal grudge against a person, and you don't realize it, but it starts to make you think, and it spills over into other new relationships you're trying to build. It just kind of transfers over. You don't even realize it. It's a kind of weird thing of how the brain works. So we're going to talk about kind of moving past those grudges and moving on and making your whole experience in life better. So I can kind of give you a little example from my own personal life. As I said, I've had some personal things I've gone through, and I even cut ties with some folks a long time ago just because I was done. I wanted no more. I didn't want the stress and stuff. And in some cases, those decisions are a good thing. I don't hold grudges against them anymore. I've kind of let that go, and I've even reconnected with one of them because his life has changed quite a bit, and I don't want to keep the hatred in myself and let that spill over to any futures. And in my own personal situations, there's a lot of bad blood between me and this other individual, but I'm just letting it kind of go. I'm not going to let it affect me, and why hold a grudge on something that can't be changed? If you believe in something like karma or something like that, well, then I guess in a way that at some point or another they'll get what's coming to them, right? Why let it affect your life any further if you've already moved on, right? So that's something I can say is we all need to do, is kind of like move on past that stuff, because then you get stuck in that cycle, and well, what good does that do you? You're just going to be angry at somebody forever because for the sake of being angry at them? Why? Honestly, I'd like to know why. If this is a situation you've had yourself in, go ahead and comment below and let me know what you were holding a grudge for, what you were angry about, and why maybe you're still holding on to it, and how it may have affected you so far. It does happen, and sometimes it takes us a moment to step back, look at the bigger picture, and see how is it affecting me personally in my life now, as opposed to, if I let it go, what can be better, rather than holding on, right? Negativity is just one of them things that it really does destroy you as a person. The longer you let it fester and bubble, and you gotta kill it with some positivity and move forward. We can't really enjoy life if we're always being negative about this, that, and the other thing. And we all want to move forward. We all want to do better. But until you can really, really let go, it's always going to be there in the back of your mind. And it's not easy. I'll be the first to admit it's not easy. It's hard. But you have to make that decision and push through. And when you do, you'd be surprised at the amount of stress that you just feel away, gone. And it's a relieving feeling. For me, it's greatly reduced my stress. It's given me more focus on what I'm trying to do, in my business, in my personal life, with my son, the whole shebang. So it's a lot that you can do once you get past all the negativity and really focus more on the positivity. And, it's just like that phrase, a farmer who waits for the perfect weather never plants. Well, it's kind of the same thing here, that if you're not planning at the right time and moving forward with your life, then you're never going to plant the seeds for growth for yourself, whether it be financial, business, whatever it may be. And I like how I can use that phrase in a lot of different scenarios because, it really does make sense. And it's a big thing to hold on to negativity, and a lot of people do it. And you can see it for yourself. You can see a lot of unhappy folks. They're always vengeful, and I'm going to get you back for that. Well, why? Past is the past. Move on. For a lack of better word, that is kind of what it is. I'm not going to continue to let negativity affect me like that. Sure, I'm still going to get angry at times. We all do. It's a human emotion. There's not a lot we can really do to change that, but we can control how we respond afterward, right? Rather than being, I'm just going to hate this person forever, or I'm going to never do this again, or I'm never going to buy this again. Well, things change, and you just have to go with the flow. If it's something that's core to your beliefs and it affects you negatively, to let it go, well, then maybe you have a reason to not. But those examples would probably be pretty rare, especially when it comes to relationships and people. There might be a brand that you don't like anymore because they changed something. Okay, well, so then you just find something else, right? You don't have to continue going to that brand for something. You can move on, and not let something that's insignificant to you affect you. You want to let the things that are good affect you and change you and make you grow, not the negative things control how you feel about everything else around the world. Come on now. How many of you have really seen somebody who just gets angry about some of the stupidest things you probably have ever heard of? Case in point, they let negativity just rule their lives rather than moving on and trying to enjoy life. They're more concerned about being angry about everything. And that's just not the kind of person that I want to be, and I don't think that's a lot of people want to be. They want to move on with their lives. They want to live their life and enjoy it. And you can't do that if you're just too busy focusing on that past stuff. And I know we've had a video about this at some point or another where we talked about letting go of the past. Well, this kind of goes, hand in hand with that. So you can't just let negativity rule your life. I guess would be the bigger picture here is you want to embrace the positivity, and you really want to break through and change your future and not let all this little piddly stuff control you. I think that sums up a pretty good lesson there, and it's something I think we all need to work on. Like I said, it's not easy, and it will take time, and it will feel good once you finally start getting to that point where you're not letting the negativity just rule you, right? So I think that's going to cover it for today. Tomorrow I think we're going to do a little thing for my real estate folks. Something I know I've talked about before, and we'll get there tomorrow, so you'll know that when it comes up. So hope you found that information helpful. If you liked the video, you know what to do. If you hated the video, you also know what to do. So you can give a like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and if you do respond in the comments, I will respond to you. That is me personally doing it. I don't have somebody outside that does that, so you are talking to me when you comment. Otherwise, you can reach me on my social media pages, and until next time, catch you later.